As a seeker of truth, I have been intrigued by the Book of Parables and its mysterious and prophetic visions of the end of the world. This ancient Jewish text, written over 2,000 years ago, contains a series of parables and visions that describe the struggle between good and evil, the rise and fall of empires, and the ultimate triumph of righteousness and justice. According to ancient Jewish tradition, the Book of Parables was written by Enoch, a legendary figure who lived over 365 years and was taken up to heaven by God without experiencing death. Enoch is described as a prophet and a visionary, and his writings are believed to contain hidden knowledge and secrets that have been passed down through the ages. The Book of Parables contains a series of visions that Enoch experiences during his travels through heaven and earth. These visions describe the coming of a new era of righteousness and justice in the end of the world as we know it. The book describes the world in chaos, where evil and corruption reign and the righteous suffer. But they also contain hope for a new era of justice and righteousness, where the wicked are punished and the righteous are rewarded. One of the most intriguing aspects of the book is the concept of the Watchers, the fallen angels who rebelled against God and descended to earth to teach humans forbidden knowledge. The Watchers are described as powerful and mysterious beings, with the ability to manipulate reality and control the elements. They are seen as both the source of knowledge and the source of corruption, and their actions have far-reaching consequences for the fate of humanity. The Book of Parables describes a cosmic battle between the forces of good and evil, where the righteous must endure suffering and persecution before the final victory is achieved. The book presents a complex and nuanced vision of the end of the world, where the fate of humanity is tied to the actions of supernatural beings and the workings of the cosmos. But when will this victory come? Is the end of the world coming soon? These are questions that have troubled people for centuries, and they continue to be the subject of speculation and debate. Some believe that the prophecies contained in the Book of Parables are coming true in our own time, pointing to wars, disasters, and social upheavals as signs of the impending end of the world. On a quick note, if you find this video informative, please click on the button and subscribe to our channel, as it doesn't cost you anything and it means so much for us because it helps us with the algorithm on YouTube. Thank you. The Book of Parables, a work of literature and myth, or a prophetic vision of the future. The book offers a powerful and evocative vision of the end of the world, but it does not offer a clear or definitive answer to the question of when will it come. As a seeker of truth, I have spent many hours studying the Book of Parables and its rich and complex symbolism. I've explored the themes of prophecy, destiny, and the struggle between good and evil that are so central to the book. I've imagined the Watchers as ancient beings with a deep connection to the earth and the natural world, shrouded in mystery and secrecy. The Book of Parables describes a great battle between the forces of good and evil that will precede the end of the world. The cosmic conflict is described in great detail with vivid imagery and powerful language that leaves a lasting impression on the reader. The book describes the righteous army of angels led by the archangel Michael, facing off against the wicked forces of the Watchers and their followers. The battle is fierce and intense, with the fate of the world hanging in the balance. And the Lord said unto Michael, Go, and announce to Semjaza, and to the others with him, who have associated with women to defile themselves with them in all their uncleanness. And when all their sons shall be slain, when they shall see the perdition of their beloved, bind them for 70 generations under the earth, and of consummation until the judgment, the effect of which will last forever, be completed. 1 Enoch 10, 11, and 12. In this passage, God commands the archangel Michael to warn the Watchers of their impending doom. The Watchers are accused of defiling themselves with human women and corrupting the world with their forbidden knowledge. God promises to punish them severely, binding them under the earth until the end of time. And in those days shall the angels return and hurl themselves to the east upon the Parthians and the Medes. They shall stir up the kings, so that a spirit of unrest shall come upon them, and they shall rouse them from their thrones, that they may break forth as lions from their lairs, and as hungry wolves among the flocks. 1 Enoch 56:5. This passage describes the angels returning to earth and stirring up unrest among the Parthians and the Medes, two powerful empires in ancient times, are singled out as targets. The angels will rouse the kings and stir up their spirits, causing them to break free from their thrones and wreak havoc on their enemies. And it came to pass, after that, I saw another host of chariots, and men riding thereon, and coming on the winds from the east, and from the west to the south, and the noise of their chariots was heard. And when this commotion took place, the holy ones from heaven observed it, and the pillars of the earth were moved from their place, and the sound thereof was heard from the one end of heaven to the other in one day. 1 Enoch 57, 1 and 2. Here Enoch sees a host of chariots coming from the east and the west, carried by the winds of heaven. The holy ones observe this commotion, and the pillars of the earth are shaken. The noise of the chariots is heard throughout the heavens, causing a great disturbance. These passages paint a vivid and dramatic picture of the great battle described in the Book of Parables. The battle is depicted as a cosmic struggle between good and evil, with the fate of the world hanging in balance. The language is poetic and powerful, with vivid imagery and intense emotion. Now, I see these passages as a warning against the dangers of corruption and the evil in the world. The Watchers are portrayed as corrupt and dangerous, bringing destruction and chaos to the world through their forbidden knowledge. The righteous army of angels, led by Michael, represents the forces of good, struggling to maintain order and justice in the face of overwhelming evil. Overall, the battle from the Book of Parables is a powerful and evocative vision of the end of the world. Its message of the struggle between good and evil, the importance of remaining true to one's moral principles, is one that resonates with humans to this day. It speaks to our deepest fears and hopes, and it challenges us to confront the darkness within ourselves and the world around us. In addition to its moral and spiritual themes, the battle from the Book of Parables also has important historical and cultural significance. The book was written during a time of great upheaval and conflict, as the Jewish people struggled to maintain their identity and faith in the face of foreign domination. The battle described in the book can be seen as a metaphor for the struggle, with the forces of good representing the Jewish people and the forces of evil representing their oppressor. I believe that the Book of Parables has much to teach us about the human condition and our place in the world. Whether we believe in its prophecies or not, the book remains a powerful and evocative work of literature, and its legacy will continue to endure for generations to come. The Book of Parables is not without controversy, however. For centuries, the book was banned and suppressed by religious authorities, who saw its content as dangerous and heretical. Some have suggested that the book was excluded from the Bible canon due to its apocalyptic and controversial nature. But regardless of its controversial history, the legacy of the Book of Parables continues to endure. Its themes and message have inspired countless works of literature, art, and music throughout the ages, and its influence can be seen in popular culture today. The book offers a powerful and evocative vision of the end of the world, and its mysteries and enigmas continue to captivate and intrigue readers to this day. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Book of Parables is the way it speaks to our deepest fears and hopes. The idea of the end of the world has been a source of fascination and anxiety for people throughout history, and the book speaks directly to these fears and anxiety. Its prophecies of a new era of justice and righteousness offer hope of a better future, while its descriptions of the chaos and destruction that will precede this era offer a warning about the consequences of our actions. At the same time, the book raises difficult and unsettling questions. What if our fate is not predetermined, but rather the result of our own choices and actions? What if the end of the world is not inevitable, but rather a consequence of our own failures and shortcomings? These are questions that have troubled people for centuries, and they are questions that continue to be explored in literature, philosophy, and religion today. I've come to see the Book of Parables as a powerful and profound work of art. Its mysteries and enigmas continue to inspire and intrigue readers to this day, and its influence can be seen in countless works of literature, art, and music. In the end, the mysteries of the Book of Parables remains unsolved, and the end of the world continues to be a source of fascination and fear for people around the world. But regardless of whether the end of the world is near or far, one thing is certain: the legacy of the ancient and enigmatic text will continue to captivate and inspire readers for centuries to come. It is up to each of us, as seekers of the truth, to explore the mysteries and seek out the hidden secrets, to find out our own answers to the timeless questions it raises. In recent years, the Book of Parables has gained renewed interest and attention, thanks in part to the popularity of apocalyptic and dystopian fiction. The book's themes of prophecy, destiny, and the struggle between good and evil have inspired countless works of literature and film, from the post-apocalyptic landscape of the Hunger Games, to The Road, to the supernatural battles of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Despite its ancient origins, the Book of Parables continues to be relevant and influential in the modern world. Its themes and messages speak to the universal human experience, and its vision of the end of the world continues to capture our imagination and intrigue. As a seeker of truth, I believe that the Book of Parables has much to teach us about the human condition and our place in the world. It challenges us to confront our deepest fears and hopes. It inspires us to seek out a better future for ourselves and for all of humanity. Whether we believe in prophecies or not, the book remains a powerful and evocative work of literature, and its legacy will continue to endure for generations to come. Thank you for watching the Bible Decoded. Until next time, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.